What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into the channel. My name is Rock Soldier, and today we're going to be reacting to Chlorine by 21 Pilots off the Trench album, continuing our Trench journey. So I'm super excited to check out this track, guys. We're going to hop right into it. Let's get it.
Sipping on straight chlorine, let the vibe slide over me. This beat is a chemical, beat is a chemical. When I leave, don't save my seat. I'll be back when it's all complete. The moment is medical, moment is medical. Sipping on straight chlorine, loving what I'm tasting.
Okay, so yeah, there's a lot to unpack here so far. So this is, I believe this is the first like appearance we get of Ned, and I don't think he's in any other music videos until the most recent one, which was for the Outside off the Scaled and Icy album. And it wasn't even just Ned, there's a whole bunch of Neds, and honestly, the whole Ned thing, I'm not 100% sure on yet. I don't know what he represents. I don't know exactly what role he plays 100%. We've talked about him a little bit, and you guys gave me some good input, but if you guys have any more, love to hear more about Ned for sure. So, you know, sipping on straight chlorine, right? So the way this is written, it makes me think this is very much about his music, right? He's talked about how in order to write these songs that are super relatable and deep and just good music, right? That he kind of has to dive into the mindset of what he's talking about, right? So he kind of has to dive into, you know, the depression and anxiety and self-doubt and so much more, right? To really, you know, bring these songs to us in a way that is meaningful and relatable, right? And I feel like that's kind of what he's saying, right? You know, he says this beat is a chemical, and chlorine, you know, is you know, a cleaning agent. That's why, you know, we use it in pools, but it's also, you know, not great for us. It's kind of poisonous at the same time, right? So it's kind of like that mix of it's like he's kind of like that mix of being like a cleansing process for him, but it's also, you know, kind of poisonous for him too, to be in that mindset, right? It's, you know, it's not good to be in that mindset. And he also says how it's like a little you know, he didn't use the word addictive, but you know, he said dependent, so venom on my tongue, dependent at times, poisonous vibrations, right? So it's, he's almost kind of saying that he like almost like enjoys it a little bit too, right? It's almost become like a little bit of a like a whole thing, right, that he kind of enjoys, right? I like how he just waves to Ned. What up, bud? Platform. Okay, so fall out of formation, I plan my escape from walls they can find. Could be you know, a slight Dima reference with the walled city of Dima. basically saying, you know, he's not going to stay under control and that he's going to, you know, plan to escape from Dima again. But again, with this mainly sounding like it's kind of related to his music, it could be kind of saying that he's not going to, you know, like do or write or make the typical music right, the typical creative lanes or whatever you want to call them, right? He's gonna do his own thing, right? He's gonna do what he thinks he sound good. The one thing I don't know really too much about is the Rebel Red Carnation line. I really I'm kind of lost on that one because the main theme of the album has been yellow, so I don't know if it has anything to do with Dima. It maybe could be some kind of reference to the Blurry Face album, or maybe Blurry Face in general, right? I think the bishops, they all wear red, so maybe something like that. I'm not 100% sure with that one though.
While I decay, I'm running from my life. Running from my life. Yeah, I'm running from my life. Running from my life. Had you in my coat pocket where I kept my rebel red. Felt I was invincible, you wrapped around my head. Now different lives I lead, my body lives on lead. The last two lines may read incorrect until said. The lead is terrible in flavor, but now you double as a paper maker. I despise you sometimes, I love to hate the fight. And you in my life is like sipping on straight chlorine. Let the vibe slide over me. This beat is a chemical. Beat is a chemical.
Yeah, it keeps the theme with like the red here. So I do in my coat pocket where I kept my rebel red. I felt I was invincible. You wrapped around my head. And no, that one's lost on me. I like the line after that though, like a little play on words almost, because you know, lead and lead are spelled the same. Now different lives I lead. My body lives on lead. The last two lines may read correct until said. Kind of flows, right? That line's kind of flow, man. I like that. But the one thing is that, you know, the ending of this verse says, "But now you double as a paper maker. I despise you sometimes. I love to hate the fight. And you in my life," is like, goes back into the chorus, right? So I think that could be a reference to, you know, Blurry Face, or kind of just the whole world of Dima as well, because now they're so successful, famous, and you know, this story is so big for so many people. I feel like he's almost kind of saying that he feels bad that he's making so much money off of doing this, right? He despises it sometimes, despises, you know, that process and that, but at the same time, you know, he loves to hate the fight, and he knows that doing that in his life is, you know, kind of a roller coaster of goods and bads, right?
This beat is a chemical. Beat is a chemical. When the leaf don't save my seed, I'll be back when it's all complete. The moment is medical. Moment is medical. Sipping on straight chlorine.
This comes back every once in a while, man. Almost like he knows that, like, that much chlorine is just not good for you or something. Okay, I lied. Maybe he was just waiting for it to be full.
I'm so sorry I forgot you. Let me catch you up to speed. I've been tested like the ends of a weather flag that's by the sea. Can you build my house with pieces? I'm just a chemical. Can you build my house with pieces?
I always like the ending of this, man. That's so good. So yeah, it almost seems like, you know, if this was like a movie, it almost seems like, you know, Tyler would be like breaking like the fourth wall a little bit here, right? Because, you know, when the outro started, he's like looking directly at the camera, like right at us, and he says, "I'm so sorry, I forgot you. Let me catch you up to speed. I've been tested like the ends of a weathered flag that's by the sea." Um, and he's just, I'm sorry, it just kind of blew me away how fucking lyrical they get sometimes, right? But yeah, I think he's basically just saying that, you know, maybe he's like acknowledging that this song as a whole, or maybe at least the music video, is a little confusing. It definitely takes quite a bit to break it down a little bit, and I don't even think I've like nailed it up by any means. Um, but you know, he's saying, "Let me catch up to speed." So basically saying that, you know, I've gone through, you know, a lot of trials, tribulations, right? I've been tested. Um, you know, gone through, you know, the storms. There we go. That's the word I was trying to think of. Been through a lot of storms, right? And then, you know, at the end he kind of just repeats, "Can you build my house with pieces? I'm just a chemical." I'm not 100% sure what that means, but I think he's maybe just saying that maybe he's acknowledging the fact that he's just like, you know, one person in a world filled with, you know, billions of people, right? But the music videos are weird. So like Ned emerged, right, and like his horns were like bigger. And it's like he sits down and the eyes again. I don't know. Bigger right here. What do the horns represent, man? And in that cup, though. All right, so that was Chlorine by 21 Pilots off the Trench album. Man, there's a lot to that song, man, and I have so many questions. And you know, I hope I put my thoughts out there as best as I could, because this one was definitely a tricky one, man. So if you guys have any additional information, or just somewhere you think that I was like maybe a little off the mark, or wrong in general, just let me know down in the comments, man. I love chatting about these videos with you guys, man. But generally, I think the song is mainly about, you know, the struggle that of him having to dive back into the, you know, these negative mindsets of depression, anxiety, you know, self-doubt, you know, so on and so forth, and to make this super relatable and meaningful music for us, and that he kind of likes it, and it's also kind of a cleansing process, but at the same time, you know, it's not good to be in those mindsets, right? So I definitely think that's what the main theme of the song is about. So overall, man, I enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys did as well. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, hit that sub button, hit that bell, and we're dropping the next one. That's all I got for you guys for now. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Even better day tomorrow. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. All right, guys? Peace.